Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do a biking tour all around the Binghamton University campus, obviously starting here in the parking garage. As we go along, I'll try to point out some of the more interesting or important landmarks. And of course, if you want to help support the channel, links will be down in the description. I really appreciate you guys and everybody who contributes. So go ahead and check that out if you're interested or like the video. Be sure to give the video a thumbs up and click subscribe down below as well. I'll throw a map up on the screen here to the side just so you guys can get an idea of the direction of travel and where we went on this little trip around campus. Up on the left side is the science buildings. There's about 5 of them, or maybe 6 now. One of them was built brand new when I went to school here in 2011, but the rest of the complex has been completely renovated top to bottom. To the left here in this shot is the East Gym, and coming up straight ahead you're going to get a view of the newer soccer facilities. BU does not have a football team, however, they are undefeated since 1949. Coming up straight ahead in frame to the right is the Binghamton University Event Center. It's one of the more impressive complexes in the school. It holds over 5,000 people for basketball and close to 8,000 people for concerts and other events, and has hosted a lot of big name entertainment over the years. And here's another view of the science complex, which again has been fully renovated, and the building that was just off to the left was the new one I mentioned earlier. Up straight ahead is Academic A and B. The word on the street when I went to school here was that they are designed to look like the Titanic hitting an iceberg. I don't know if that's true or not. You can make your own decision on that. There's a lot of nursing classes in these buildings, or at least there were in my time. Education studies are in that building. Chances are when you go to school here, you're going to end up having classes in one of those 2 buildings at some point. right is the lecture hall. Chances are you're definitely going to have a class in there. Some of the lecture hall rooms hold up to 500 people per class. I had a math class in there once, and man, it was a lot of people. Library tower is straight ahead, and to the left here in this scene is one of the on-campus restaurants. It's not a dining hall, it's more like a sit-down traditional restaurant. People take their parents there when they come to visit and things like that. Coming up on the left side is going to be the Fine Arts building. That's where you'll have a lot of art classes, obviously, and things like that, but it's also connected to the Anderson Center for the Performing Arts, which has also been home to a lot of big-name performances over the years. More recently, I haven't seen too many big names there, but it's still a great concert venue. They have sliding glass doors that can open and let the concert hall flow out into the outside. Straight ahead is the Glenn G. Bartle Library. It's absolutely huge inside and currently is undergoing a multi-year renovation to modernize the building, so some of the floors may not actually be available. And straight ahead to the left is the engineering building, which has gone through a lot of changes over the years. All new facade, complete renovation inside and out, like I just said. Up on the left side is the University Union. Now this is technically the old side of the Union, as the newer part is in the front near the Peace Squad. It has all of the restaurants and dining options in it, but the whole building's been completely renovated over the years. In fact, the newer side has actually been renovated, and it's not even old. It was built in like 2004. Straight ahead in frame here is the new Dickinson community. It replaces the old Dickinson community, which was more or less double occupancy rooms. The new Dickinson is more suite style. Up to the left here is the campus healthcare facility. You can get all your basic healthcare needs met here, free condoms as well, and Harper's Ferry is also located over there. Right now we're approaching College in the Woods, which is home to a lot of double occupancy rooms. I spent a majority of my time on campus living here before I graduated in 2011. It's a really down-to-earth and kind of in the woods feeling, if you will, hence why it's called College in the Woods. But it's just a really close-knit community and it feels very homey. Highly recommend it. next stop on this tour of BU is going to be Mountain View. Mountain View is some of the nicer housing on campus, along with the new East Side housing project that we saw earlier. It's also where a lot of the athletes are housed. BU is a Division I school, so a lot of the athletes get some major perks like some of the nicer housing. And another cool feature of Mountain View is some of the killer views, because it is towards the top of the hill. You can see for miles from some of these dorm rooms. It also has a really nice dining hall off to the right in frame there. It's supposed to be designed like a bird's nest sitting on top of the hill, and the views from it are just killer, and it's overall just a really nice facility. Heading back down the hill from Mountain View, we're coming up on the Hinman community. Hinman is definitely some of the older housing on campus, but I understand that a lot of it's been recently renovated or is in the process of being renovated. And straight ahead, they did just get a killer new dining hall. It was completely rebuilt and expanded, and I believe there's also a Starbucks directly in the lobby of the dining hall. One of the best features of the Binghamton University campus is the 190-acre nature preserve, which also features 20 acres of wetlands. In fact, I believe it's one of the largest nature preserves on any campus anywhere in America. So let's take a brief look around the area, at least the parts that I could bike for you guys, and we'll take a look at the bridge that goes across the wetland area. Okay, now we're back on campus passing the new admissions center. This actually used to be a dining hall for the old Dickinson, and to the left is the University Union, like you saw a little bit earlier. Straight ahead off to the left is going to be what's called the Peace Quad and the administration building, and basically the front of the University Union, the newer part of it. Next up, we're going to bike through the old Newing community. And these buildings were originally slated to be demolished, but they ended up keeping them, and I believe most of them are extra housing, and some of them are used for administration and other event space. But yeah, this community wasn't going to stick around as far as I know, but it's here, and it's been fully renovated, and like I said, it's now back in use. Alright, coming up is one of the final residential areas that we're going to check out. This is the Newing community, the New Newing, and as we pass Delaware Hall to the left here, the Shenango Champlain dining hall is straight ahead. It's called C4. It's one of the largest dining halls on campus now. Shenango Champlain Collegiate Center, actually. It's brand new. It was built during the construction of the new Newing and Dickinson communities, and has a lot of dining options inside and a lot of studying space and just in general places to kind of chill and hang out. Both the Newing and Dickinson communities feature some volleyball courts and other amenities to keep you happy outdoors, but both communities are kind of connected to a little lagoon or lake down here at the bottom. I tried to get you guys a little view of it, but it was hard with all the weeds in the way. In general, if your room faces back there, it's actually a really beautiful thing to look at. It should also be noted that there's plenty of ample parking for both Newing and Dickinson at the bottom of the hill behind them, so that's another thing to consider. Like, compared to College in the Woods and Mountain View, I feel like there's a lot more parking down here for those two communities. Straight ahead is going to be the Peace Quad again and the new University Union. This was filmed in August of 2022, just as classes were getting started, so I assume there was some sort of welcome event under those tents. But also straight ahead you can see the library tower and the fine arts building and the administration building to the right. Now, as we head back to the parking garage where the tour started, if you like the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and click subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you.